It's another product review. This one's the Bell & Howell wireless video doorbell across the 2.4 GHz system. We weren't that impressed. Welcome everybody. It's another product review time. Actually, there's going to be a whole bunch of them coming up together. I was gone for a while, but we're back with a few this time. This is an interesting one. It's the Bell & Howell wireless video doorbell. So easy enough. It came in two parts. We'll actually do the box. I did one thing in advance just so we know. I actually put the batteries in of one of the pieces, and we'll talk about it in just a minute just so we could see. But the idea was it's a two-part system that comes with it. There's a part that sits outside with infrared, clear night vision, 4 built-in IR LEDs, and then a wireless transmission supposed to work to about 450 feet, which we'll test later on in this. Then there's an internal monitor that lets you control the sound, hear audio from outside as well, with a 2.4-inch LCD display that's on it. Packaging was pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Single box, as you can see. We'll take a look. Box one, thank you. Take that. Box one was easy enough. Box one was just the base for the one unit and the power supply. So that was base one. You don't need the base to actually charge it. I found out it plugs in, but this is just so you can have it sitting somewhere and run along. Charge it for a little bit over an hour and got about a quarter of the way on the battery from what it showed. So that's inside the one. The other box that comes with it, and we'll take a look, is the actual two-part box. So one of them controls the outside, one of them has the inside. Here's the difference. The inside one, which we'll take a look at first, both come bubble wrapped, ready to go. Hold that. Both come bubble wrapped, ready to go. This one is the inside one, and the antenna is stuck through the bubble wrap. So as you can see, it's got the plastic cover on it. It's got the ability for plus and minus on the volume controls. It's got the power, and it's got the ability to talk. So when someone goes up and rings the doorbell, you're able to then hit it and see. You will have to synchronize the two together to make them work the first time. That's in the instructions, so that'll make it work the first time together. But we'll go ahead and we'll power this one up real quick. So the power's coming on. You'll get a light up screen. It'll show you the battery control and everything else. So this one's live as we go. The other part is what I had to do first, and I actually did this one part ahead of time, and I'll show you why. Is it came, and it takes 4 AA batteries. It comes with an instruction book as well. It also comes with a bit of double-sided sticky. What you can do if you want is you can mount it. So it has this mount plate on the back. When you get it to put in the batteries, it's under the mount plate. The only way to get to the batteries is this little tiny screw on the top. And that's what I had to do, was get a little screwdriver, put in the batteries to make it go. So from there, it's live. It's ready to go. There's no anything else you had to do. One thing I did have a problem with is underneath the mount plate is a little twist screw, and it says to open and to close. I was twisting and twisting and twisting and twisting, and it wasn't doing anything. What I found out is, as I pushed in one time, I heard it kind of click. It's just a it's a little catch. It's a piece of plastic is what it is. So you turn it till it catches, it pops open, you put the batteries in, you put it back, you put back on the mount plate, and what they want you to do is be able to double side stick this if you want, put it where you want to go, or you can take screws and actually mount it up. So the idea is you turn this one on. I actually just did it to ring. It actually rang, as you can see. And, okay, we'll say talk. It's talking. So what you can do is hear the person that's on the other side. So we'll ring it one more time. You hit menu on here. Turn the volume down. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. No volume control, nothing on this one. There's nothing to make it do that, which I haven't been able to see yet. And I don't know if it's because they're synced yet, even though it rang it. Let me hit the menu controls on here. Menu tells you can go see the up and down, the power key. The menu screen isn't very pretty, as you all can see. Not the best menu screen in the world. There's the ability to pair it, sound control, and everything else. Overall, we're going to test the quality in just a minute of what we can get used to, but I'm not thoroughly impressed at this point with what we're seeing and what we're getting. As you can see, it did see a picture from the camera. It's actually looking at the IR picture, so it'll take a photo. You can see more and more if we play it around. You can actually see what's going on. And, you know, strangely, these photos that are stored in here, these aren't me. This is totally somewhere else. So I don't know if this is the testing center from Bell & Howell. Let me get the one. I'll put it in here, because as you all know by hair, I don't know how clear this will be if I just hold the camera, but there's some dude with wavy hair. I don't have wavy hair. So this came preloaded with some pictures on it for you, and we'll take the rest of the review in just a second. All right, so we're back with part 2 to finish up what we were doing. I was talking about the back of the plate. And how you take it off, it has the mounting screws. I found the little bag of mounting screws, they're in there, so it came with it. So this little mounting plate, I undid the screw on the top, little bitty screw, and as you can see, it comes off and slides off. So you're able to use that. You can put double-sided sticky tape, whatever you want to do. This is the little twisty thing on the back I was talking about. As you can see, it just spins. But at some point, it catches, which is very weird. There it is. It catches, and it opens up. So you can see you've got the batteries in there, rechargeables, being smart. So we'll put it back in, line it up, and you give it a little twist, and then it catches and it goes. It's not kind of cheap. It's kind of awkward. It doesn't fit straight, but the back cover should keep that for you, or the mounting screws. What you will notice is a little gray dot on the bottom. That's the pairing button. So what we have to do is actually, once you put the batteries in, it's live as far as we can tell. We're going to pair this up. To pair it up, you'll hold this down for 5 seconds. 2, 3. And after 5 seconds, it should be ready to go, it says. Then you hold this down for 5 seconds. Now it's pairing. Now it's paired. So I found out a little more about the menus. When I was scrolling up, those are past photos that are in there. So if I call now, we'll call, and I'll say talk. The signal is very low on the meter on this, which is really, really strange. So if I talk to it and say I'm talking to it, I'm not hearing anything coming out of this thing, which is very weird. The menu button, I'm going to hit it again, hit menu. I can control the volume, it says. I can control the scrolling. If I hit menu and then down, I can control the scrolling of the pictures, the photos that were taken with it to see who was at the door before. And then otherwise, it says you can talk. So I'm talking, but I'm not seeing any pictures. So something's missing along the way. If it's this difficult to get working and seeing, I also got it when I noticed on this one, this unit was scratched up on the screen. So there may be something wrong with this one. Maybe this was not new, but it doesn't. It totally has a big scratch on the front of it when we took it out of the bubble wrap. This one still has the plastic sheeting on it you can peel off. This one didn't. So we'll find out what's up. Otherwise, right now, 2 or 3 out of 5. If we get it working, we'll update in just a few minutes for you. So we're finished up the review. Part 3, found out what the problem was. So the batteries inside the one that sends, there's no real indicator for it. The light was getting a little bit fainter, but there's no indicator, so it wasn't enough to send the camera strength. It was a little shocking to see other people's pictures on here still. I'm not sure if that's the testing. I'm not sure if it's because a unit was used before. I don't have any idea. But I can tell you that after replacing brand new batteries, then was able to go. This one's real lightweight. You can carry it around. It'd be nice if it had a clip or a case for it, but it does have the dock, but it'd be nice if it had something else, belt, so you could catch it. So if you're out back on the patio or the porch, you can see who's at the front door, and you can use it that way. It's also waterproof, it says. I'm not sure to what quality or quantity of waterproof it is, but that would be helpful as well. So this is the Bell & Howell. This is actually their video doorbell system that they had. You can get it now online, and it's their 2.4 gigahertz model, so also be aware that it's using its own signal. We noticed that with the signals themselves. If you have a 2.4 or 5 gigahertz, you may want to check what you're using for your Wi-Fi in the house, because it is on a competing frequency. So if you're still using that band back in the older band days of the Wi-Fi, could have some interference going over, and I think that was also affecting the signal strength on side of these. So there you go, another review. Talk to you guys in a bit.